mostly in
Let's get it done.
Yes. What I found was that Chicago, 50 kids was murdered. Middle-aged kids, middle school-aged kids was murdered. Philadelphia, 400 and something murders in Philadelphia. And Camden is still number 2 or 3 most dangerous city in America. And then we can go on down the line. In Newark, of course, they're spiked up. And even our great city, Elizabeth, spiked. So the thing is, people say, well, what is it? Is it gangs? Is it this? Is it that? Violence is prevalent because there's a social undercurrent that people are not addressing. It's the mindset that Mr. Terry had talked about that have changed. It's this wave of information, mostly negative information. It's a combination of things that create this monster. Poverty was always there. Drugs is always there. What makes violence so receptive? It becomes cultural. It becomes part of a social trend, if you may. It becomes glamorized by the media, by us, because the way we recognize it. So all these combinations have created this kind of tone, which the most vulnerable of our youth have become receptive to.
Okay, all right. Now, since we're on the issue of violence, and you mentioned the city of Elizabeth. Okay. A few years back, the New Jersey State Police conducted a survey in regards to the establishment of gangs. However, the city of Elizabeth did not participate. Does the city of Elizabeth have gangs?
I know that's the most controversial. The mayor here in Elizabeth is the only city that did not participate in that survey twice in a row. Elizabeth do not have a gang problem. Now, I want that to marinate. Let me ask you this. And I'm going to say it this way. What Elizabeth has is a social problem. Gang is, first of all, by their own admission, 54% of the homicides don't have anything to do with gang. The shooting that happened on Broad Street that was on CNN here in Elizabeth didn't have nothing to do with gang-related anything. This problem is bigger than a so-called gang. The problem I have with even the gang initiative or the gang phrase, which is a phrase by the FBI, is that when you look into their policy on what defines a gang, it usually be Black, Latino, urban, and even the dress code is different. I can walk with my hat turned backwards and pants dropped down my butt and walk with 3 people, and automatically that's associated with gang. The United Youth Council do not use that word. We're saying it's a social problem. Do Elizabeth have a violent problem? Yes. Do Elizabeth have a drug problem? Yes. But Elizabeth have a gang problem? Absolutely not. And if there's 600 gang members running around this city, please let us know. Send them to us.
Okay.
The streets will take care of them. We're going to teach you.
Why do you think the city of Elizabeth didn't participate?
Well, a lot of urban cities do not want to participate in statistical things that labels because, obviously you don't want that kind of notation to be associated with your city as being a so-called gang problem or what have you. Newark pretty much readily accepts it, and they got credentials. They got the Eastern Conference champion of the NCAA, so they're still doing their thing. We have different kind of mayor. This mayor is very different than probably any mayor I met across the country in urban cities. And he got his own mindset. My job and the job of the United Youth Council is to have an impact on these young people wherever we can. In Newark, Elizabeth, in Linden, and Roselle, and Plainfield, our targeted cities, and those cities where we're going to be doing the streets.
Now, is Elizabeth the only municipality that you're aware of that did not participate?
That's the fact. Elizabeth is the only city did not participate in the state report. But as I spoke to the mayor about it, and we sojourn on the fact that Elizabeth not being a gang state, I don't believe that. A gang is a organized group who are, for the most part, doing criminal activity and what have you. 600 youth in Elizabeth is not organized. neither are they doing organized criminal activity. That's ludicrous. Now, if the county prosecutor want to play that with the mayor, that's their problem. The thing is, what I got a concern with a 16-year-old boy gets shot coming out of the place that he worked at a recreation center trying to turn his life around, do the right thing. That's what I have a problem. Why did that other youngster shot him? What's the mindset of that? How organized was that? You know, or a 13-year-old gets shot, you know what I'm saying, by another teenager. I mean, there's no organized gang. These are stupidity. These are mindset. These are disenfranchised. These are misguided. You know, that's what we need to deal with. If we associate this, folks, and I'm talking with fellow activists, if you continue to do that, then you're minimizing the issue. You're not dealing with now the fact that these broken homes. You're not dealing with the fact that these people who these kids are ADD, are medicated all their lives, or these dysfunctional homes, or their family who are families who have been most of their lives incarcerated in the jail system that come out, or the unemployment and all the aspects that come in that creates this monster. Organized gangs, that's probably not the worst of our problem at all, and we don't have one. Okay.